Financial support, morale, and supplies are at an all-time low, if available at all, so you have decided not to fight the French. As the Civil War rages in America, the Union forces in the North have blockaded the Confederate troops in the South in an attempt to limit their ability to get supplies and aid from Europe. France is leaning towards siding with the Confederacy for several reasons. The first being that the Confederacy is more of an aristocratic government, unlike the democratic system of the North. Additionally, the French are dependent upon the trade of cotton, wine, brandy, and silk with the South. France's economy is beginning to slow due to the North's blockade of the South. With control of Mexico under his belt, Napoleon decides to continue north with his troops and help the Confederates win the Civil War. Since this conflict happened in 1862, we do know what choices were made. President Benito Juarez negotiated with Spain and England to make repayments as Mexico could, but France was unhappy with this agreement. Napoleon III decided to take matters into his own hands and invade Mexico from Veracruz. Unfortunately for him, his troops were surprised by General Zaragoza and his ragtag bunch of men in a small town of Puebla. On May 5, 1862, El Cinco de Mayo, the French forces were defeated. Napoleon III, embarrassed by this defeat, sent 30,000 troops the following year and took Mexico by force, successfully this time. He instated Maximilian I as the ruler of Mexico on France's behalf. However, Mexico continued to fight and resist, which allowed troops to come help the Mexicans expel the French after the Civil War ended in the States. Isn't it amazing how decisions made that seem absolutely isolated can affect the world around us? Now it's your turn to reflect on the events of Cinco de Mayo and the choices that you made during today's activity. In a new Google Doc, you'll answer these questions in at least 5 to 7 complete English sentences each. Number 1. What decision did you make at each of the 3 junctions, and why did you make that decision? Number 2. What was your result at the end? How did your result change the way you see the world today? Or how could your result have changed the way you see the world today? Once you've answered your questions in complete English paragraphs, be sure to submit it on Google Classroom.